Those damn tree stumps look very uncomfortable. I'm just looking at them sitting there. I'm like, oh, God, my back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another anime reaction here on the Genreverse YouTube channel. It is AVR squared, and we are here with our Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 2 reaction. Vinland Saga Episode 2 reaction. I'm Kyle, my wife, Christine, our husbando, Brian. I just got a bit nauseous. Hopefully it settles down. You guys should be able to, or you guys should be subscribed to the Genreverse YouTube channel for all sorts of content, live streams, doing gaming, watch-alongs, trivia stuff. Of course, all of the podcast, anime reactions, trailer reactions, so much more. All of our digital content also goes up on lrmonline.com along with written entertainment news, reviews, also celebrity interviews from LRM YouTube channel. Merch, link in the description box below. Brian does a channel, Pulp Mythos. You can find that linked. You should subscribe as well. Dug the first episode a lot. We are recording this immediately after. We checked on our son, Lucas. He said he was good to go. We're good to go. So let's do it. I guess since we saw both the opening and ending, we can now talk a little bit through them when we need to. That was a really good start, and I'm liking how much character time we're getting, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of action stuff here and there, whether you're looking at flashbacks or whatnot. But it just is like this. It's what you would expect on a as far as the tone and style, what you would expect on a serious drama on a paid service like HBO back in the day or something like that, you know, a Showtime, your Game of Thrones and stuff like that, where it's just it's going to be character and story drama. I'm down with it. How you feeling, Christine?
Feeling pretty good. Yeah, I liked how they started. You know, with starting with a battle was really fun, and then but yeah, like of course they getting all these sorts of little pieces put together, little conflicts and crazy bad guys, and so I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Brian?
Yeah, same. Yeah, getting into the politics of all these different groups. And I like the idea that they all come from the same place. They've split up. They each have their own philosophies on how things should be.
Yeah. Roll, Northumbria, roll. Some Irish song I heard.
Oh.
Built the Northumbria there on the bar. Roll, Northumbria, roll.
I was commenting on they bathe on Saturdays. I'm like, that's it? Ew. Oh boy.
Remember what I said about when they're like, we need a slave? It's like, oh, where are you going to go? To the Celtic and British Islands? Assholes. That's something that I don't think gets covered in world history enough is how much raiding the Vikings really did. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In and throughout Europe, and even some say, I can't remember if it was ever confirmed as much, but Northern Africa. Like, they had reach, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Viking series show.
Yeah.
I mean, it plays loose with some of the history. But,
and that's why I said I'm not sure if confirmed, because I don't know what is
but
exaggeration.
The great heathen army was real. It did invade. There was Viking tribes that all united, and there was war, lots of war.
Yeah. I wonder how their now their depravity and bloodthirst gets glanced over so much, and then we all find it really cool whenever it does get talked about, instead of being like, this was some really bad stuff you guys were doing.
Yeah,
we're just like, that's awesome.
God, like we even gave like Alexander the Great the name Alexander the Great, and we continued on saying it, and it's just like, well,
he was a little rough. I remember first time I discovered that he was really big on crucifying people.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Like, that was a thing he enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's like never meet your heroes, never learn truth about your heroes.
Thing, if there was
Yeah.
anyone in the past who was in charge, they did horrible things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I tell people all of humanity is awful,
Oh,
man. We have to work really hard to not be awful. All of us, every continent, everything, everyone. So Rick and Morty's version of Valhalla, that was awesome.
Oh God, that was insane.
やられたかトロフィー雪の上で死ぬと風邪をひくぞへえ
Mm.
トロフィー
Mm-mm.
Oops.
Yeah, go like now, quickly.
こんなもんでどうかな親方今度は下がったろ水入れてみな
Mm.
They look all mad. I was not expecting that.
You're like former mercenary group or something? He's been found. He didn't want to be found. See? Vengeance only leads to cycles of more vengeance. We did terrible things to these people. They did terrible things to us. Let's go do more terrible things to them. Like, it's just
Yeah.
at some point someone has to say, we're not going to do terrible things anymore. Both.
Exactly. Like, here, pause that real quick. You said it's been 15 years. He's not exactly at his peak physical condition anymore. He hasn't been battling, and it's like you came out of this way to get him, and it's like I don't think he's going. Well, maybe he'll do okay, but it's just like I don't know. Most
Yeah.
people that would be hard.
Yeah.
良い村だ子供の様子でわかる繊細とは今日まで無縁だったのでしょうな
Yeah, you heard that threat. I mean, that was the whole thing. They know that you really don't want to do this, and so they're going to really try to make you do this. Well, looks like he's agreed to go.
That was a weird way to look at him. He's like, you bumped into me and I wanted to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you have to get there?
That's not something to be happy about.
And we're talking generally, we know that this is a more, I say this very well aware that I am an American, but this is a very war-based culture, conquering-based culture. Like in the first episode, hearing this great adventure, this grand event, this world-changing adventure, but you don't fight? Pff, pussy. Like, so we get that. Saying that, you shouldn't be so happy to go to war is a commentary from this point of view in time, with humanity spread across the world and the horrors of war being visible to those that aren't fighting. See, that's what was like the biggest thing about Vietnam, was like shit was televised. And then when you get to Desert Storm, you have the 24-hour news cycle. So not only is combat and conflict televised, it's televised 24/7. And then you get into the global war on terrorism and all the other conflicts that are going on up until right now. People that don't see war but hear about it, it sounds glorious because those are the stories that get shared. Is all the heroics, right? Or the worst of something, the coward that ran away, or an atrocity. These days it's whatever grabs news, but you don't hear about the horrors of war. Here's the truth about war from someone that went to Iraq and Afghanistan. The majority of the time, for the majority of the people there, it is boring, normal, day-to-day Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps stuff. Most of the time, with these periods of high-octane awfulness. There is nothing... There are... Everyone, again, handles everything differently. There are aspects of it that are thrilling. I would be lying if I said it wasn't. But it's different, and it's still frightening, and it's horrifying. We're just very capable of shoving the horror away for the moment so we can get through it alive, if that makes sense. So, but people today get to see it in ways that you would have never seen it in the past. And so all you hear is the glory stuff. And it's like, yeah, let's go to war. I want some of that.
Yeah, they covered that with Band of Brothers. It was, I think it was somewhere one of the middle episodes, one of the new soldiers coming in. He's all excited and he's wanting to, kill some Nazis and stuff. And the guy who's been there a while, he just yells at him like, no, you don't understand. Like, this is the best part. I get a warm bed, I get warm food. And, just like him just going off on him, where it's like, this is not some, glorious story.
Yeah.
And then these guys, they're untested. Like, one of them just said, it's been decades. It's like,
yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah.
You should be a little concerned.
You're not a professional army that trains.
Yeah.
Regardless of your kids play war or not.
And,
yeah.
And that's why he's sad walking away, because he knows
exactly
what's going to happen. How many of them won't make it.
There's no one more anti-war than a soldier. Those that have to fight it. Well, won't work this time.
Those damn tree stumps look very uncomfortable. I'm just looking at them sitting there. I'm like, oh, God, my back.
I know, you could at least carve out like a butt for it.
Well, they got all these sheep and stuff. Get some fur on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop.
He's just storage for provisions. That's what I would look at him as. You've got a cargo ship? Cool. I know, right? Play fair. Yeah, your boy.
すまんなトールズ。本当か、うちの子が。それはすまなかった。
I know, we're broken bones.
I know,
Come on
right?
now.
子供たちに怪我させるた。大したもんだよ。いい選手になるぜ、あの子は。やっぱりあんたの血だよ。
It's not the point. His kid would be better off learning some control so he has some friends to grow up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they're almost a whole generation that hasn't fought. They don't know.
Yeah, as messed up as it sounds, and I don't wish this in any actual way, but you can see why some might, and you can see the logic behind it of having just enough conflict in the world to keep the sword sharp. Because look at, say Russia in this situation in Ukraine, a military that really, for the most part, hadn't really been in any major conflicts in a long, long, long time. The U.S. has been in major conflicts longer than it hasn't been for a while. So there's still a lot of war dogs, but we're running out. We're running out, and there's a lot of slick-sleeved people that have no deployment patch on. Slick-sleeved people out there that Anyways. You don't want to have the experience in the military, but you're very happy to have the experience in the military.
Yeah.
Just gotta do like the X-Men. We gotta get a danger room.
There you go.
Solve everything.
Damn cat.
And you were in so much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
お前はこれで誰を殺すつもりなんだ。
Who's the enemy? Get him. They're not his enemies. And he's doing it to protect, and that's the thing. It's like it's a nice philosophy to have, the idea that, if you don't have enemies, people making bad choices leads to self-defense. That being the difference, defensive things, like you sure learn to fight but only defensively, and if people did that, then there would never be any fighting. But that's the thing, is it's idealistic, and it doesn't hold true. There's always going to be someone who wants more and can convince others that they'll share that more to go take it from you. Land, resources, people, whatever. Like that's all of human history.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it is important to teach him, don't look for a fight just for a fight's sake. If you're going to have a fight, let it be just. Who's your enemy, you know?
Yeah.
あの子頼む
That's something we're all too familiar with, saying goodbye to our dads to go to war.
Yep.
避けたら殺すぞ
Stop.
Jeez, dog, really? Damn. 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 They said they don't forgive, So, like, does that mean he's going to circle back around to the village and take it out? Because, you know, I'm guessing there's a chance Thor's himself or someone from his crew survives the attack. Yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, what, like, and is it something more personal, or is it really just like this honor bound thing of, you know, hey, you were fighting and then you just dipped out? Damn, what do you think?
Yeah, there's that, and then also like with Thorfinn, like you need to sit that kid down, and it's this period of time. You know, we didn't really shelter our kids. We, you know, share way too much, and of course they're gonna glorify, and they don't understand the weight.
Yeah.
So he needs to sit down and really explain instead of just doing a little bit, like, you just don't get it, and here it is. Here's the burden of knowledge, and you know, you need to make some wise decisions. I know he's 6, but still.
Brian, how'd you find the episode, man?
But yeah, real good. And yeah, that twist at the end, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Shocking abuse of not authority. Shocking abuse of threatening stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to throw the
It's shocking but not
abuse line.
surprising.
No.
Yes.
I'm wondering just how deep does it go between those two
Mm.
specifically, and is there like I said more than just the idea of honor bound whatever stuff going on. Well, Brian, we have to schedule more because that was really good, and I really want to watch more. So you guys can find more as it goes up here on the Genreverse YouTube channel, as well as live streams doing all sorts of different things, gaming, trivia, whatnot, anime reaction, trailer reaction podcast, more all entertainment news that you could possibly need or want, available lrmonline.com. Brian, say something about your channel.
Check it out. It's Pulp Mythos.
There you go. There's our merch. I clicked them out of order. It's all good. Thank you guys for watching. Kyle, Christine, Brian, we'll see you next time. Bye.